crafting friends, and welcome to Creative Moments by G. We are so happy that you're with us today. We are going to be working on hacks that you can use when you emboss your cards. I think you're really going to like them. So let's go ahead and head down to the crafting table and let's get started. The first hack that we want to talk about is when you are trying to take something very delicate like this sentiment and figure out a way to emboss it with clear crystals. How do you not burn your fingers, right? So our number one hack is how to emboss a sentiment very easily. You will take out a corkboard, any corkboard will do. Take the sentiment that you're going to emboss and just put it on your corkboard. Put a straight pin just in a small area and go ahead and emboss it. Look how quickly that embossed it. It didn't curl at all, laid completely straight. You didn't burn your fingers. Let's take that off and see what it looks like. So pretty, lays flat. You don't have to worry about it. Our next hack that we are going to work with is, what if you don't want to emboss it? What if you want something quick? You know, a lot of times you'll take a card and you will put your Cutout Sentiment on it. You'll glue it down, and then you'll bring in your Nouveau gel, which we love Nouveau gel. You'll have this glued down, you'll go over it. You have to wait for it to dry. You have to worry about getting your finger in it, right? Well, we have a quick hack for you. You are simply going to take a brown piece of paper and take some Gorilla Tape. Now, this comes in different widths, so you can buy whichever width you feel that you need. Take that off, just a strip, lay it on your paper, really push it down, and you can already tell that you're getting that glistening look, right? If it's larger than your piece of paper, go ahead and cut that excess off. And now you will simply lay it right on your paper, run it through your machine, and look at what we get. We get this beautiful sentiment, already very shiny. It also makes it very stable, and this was with the Gorilla Tape. Well, what if you wanted to use shipping tape? Well, let me show you the difference in the shipping tape. You put shipping tape on it, and it curls because it's not quite as thick as the Gorilla Tape. The Gorilla Tape lays flat, but the shipping tape does kind of curl. You still get the shininess of it, and it is immediately ready for you to put on your card. You don't have to wait. You don't have to worry about your fingers getting in the Nouveau gel and then getting all over your card. This Gorilla Tape is wonderful, though. It gives you the stability that you need. It lays flat, and you don't have to worry about it, and you can just very quickly now put it on your card. Our third hack, we are going to use the Stamparatus. This has to do with embossing also. We want to stamp a flower on our card, but then we want to go ahead, put some color around the image. Well, typically, it would go over the image, right? Well, we're going to fix it where that doesn't happen, and you don't have to use a mat. Okay, and now we have our leaf stamped. And let's say that we want to bring in a color because we want to have just a faint color over all this leaf on the front of our card. Well, if you did that right now, if we brought in this blending tool and we blended over this, it would get all over your flower and your leaf. But a way to prevent that from happening is simply bring in your base stamp, the one that covers the entire area. Go ahead and lay it down on your flower. Get it right where it needs to be. push it down in your Stamparatus, and then bring in your Versamark and really cover that stamp with the Versamark and press down really hard to make sure your flower is completely covered. And we're going to do it one more time just to make sure. Okay. And now we are going to come in with our leaf. Once again, it's the base stamp that covers the entire leaf, not the detailed one. Bring in your Versamark and do it one more time just for good measure. And now we're going to bring in our clear powder, and we are simply going to pour that. We're going to go ahead and emboss this area. And we're going to bring in our blending tool and watch what happens. We're going to go ahead and pick the Coastal Cabana and just very lightly go around this flower that we have on our mat for our card. Now, if you had not embossed this with clear, it would go all over your flower and there's no way you could get that color off. But if you just wanted to highlight and frame your item, look at this. And now you bring in one of your cloths and simply go over the embossed area. And look at that. You have your flower perfectly intact, the original colors, and any color that we had that went on the flower, we simply used our cloth and wiped it off. Well, what do you think about these 3 hacks that have to do with embossing? They certainly made our life easier, and we hope that you enjoyed them too. Please remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss another one of our videos. Well, listen, go out, be kind to yourself and others, be creative in your crafting, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.